up so late? I can't sleep. There's been another mass shooting, and I'm afraid. Oh, what are you so afraid of? That someone's gonna take my pew-pews. My wonderful, wonderful pew-pews. Oh, nobody's coming for your precious pew-pews. This is America. That's not going to happen. Really? Remember what Charlton Heston said after Columbine? From my cold, dead hands. How about Wayne LaPierre after Newtown? The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. That's right. And what did Greg Abbott just say right after Uvalde? It could have been worse. And it could have. Never forget that. I won't. Hey, I feel a lot better now. Ugh. I should be getting back to sleep. That's right. Go back to sleep. We got this. Good night, voice of reason. Good night, pew-pews. Good night, America.
The problem is, we need to go back to teaching God in schools.
Whose God are you talking about? The God of the Torah, the Quran, one of the many Hindu gods, the Great Spirit, Zarathustra, Mithras, Xenu? Be specific. That's right, you got nothing because you're not a religious expert. Can I make a suggestion? Stay in your lane!
The problem is video games.
What kind of video games are you talking about? Sandbox, RTS, first-person, third-person, MOBA, RPG, ARPG, Sim. There are also violent video games that don't have guns. Are you counting them too? If so, which ones? Be specific! That's right, you got nothing because you're not a video game expert. Can I make a suggestion? Stay in your lane!
The problem is mental illness.
Brave of you to suggest that. Have you ever been diagnosed with or are currently suffering from a mental illness?
I voted for Trump.
Oh.
Gotcha, libtard.
Hey-o! Seriously, kids, people suffering from mental illnesses are almost always the victims of violent crimes than the other way around. And if you didn't know that, can I make a suggestion?
Shall not be infringed. Well-regulated. Shall not be infringed. Well-regulated. Hey, folks, how about a word we can all agree on? The second word in Second Amendment is amendment. Our Constitution is a fluid document, and the right to bear arms wasn't even in the original Constitution. It was added. So remember, if you don't like the way things are, you can always change them. And that goes for the Constitution. Thank you very much. Oh, look, it's also something which is added to soil in order to improve the texture or fertility. I did not know that. I did not know that.
911, what's your emergency?
Oh, thank God. There's some guy walking around the halls with some kind of assault rifle.
Whoa, wait a minute,
and
wait
he's
a minute.
going to shoot.
You're talking about an AR-15 assault rifle.
What?
You're talking about an AR-15?
Yeah, I think so.
Because the A stands for Armalite, not assault.
Are you
You
kidding?
need to get your facts straight before you call 911. I'll bet you've never even read the Federalist Papers, have you?
What? Federalist Papers? What the
You're welcome, shit lib.
Days following the shooting, we thought the world had changed. We thought everyone had woken up to the idea that we had to get serious about preventing another slaughter like this, and we thought that the silence from the gun lobby...
Hey everybody, I won in a landslide. Guns are cool. Look at me, I won the election in 2020. I won in a landslide.
19 children are dead. 19 9 and 10-year-olds started their day like any other in what should have been their last week of school, and they were murdered in their classroom, and there's just no making sense of that because it should not happen. This is a uniquely American problem, and Uvalde is now the latest community to feel this kind of pain. Judy?
It is just impossible to understand. Thank you very much.
How is it impossible to understand?
What
How?
we've seen here on the ground, people here for each other. As the area outside of Robb Elementary School behind me has turned into a command post for federal and state investigators trying to figure out how and why this happened. Meanwhile, this school is nestled...
They're trying to figure out how and why
this
this happened.
Very much still in shock, very much still in disbelief that this happened at all.
Huh?